Of course, as a leader, you are the role model and you will drive a lot of the conversation. But hi there and welcome. It's Kirsten Jather here, a transformational coach who focuses on shifting people from languishing to flourishing. In this video, I want to talk to you about how to increase team participation. In a recent coaching session, I had a regional manager coming to me and say they are concerned about the participation of team members. It's not the first time I've heard this common dilemma occurring. Not everybody in your team participates in a meeting. That wasn't the case when you met with them face to face, and it's not the case when you meet with them virtually. However, now in the virtual hybrid working environment, leaders require their teams to participate even further and even in more depth. And the reason is that all new objectives have to be established. It's a new environment that we are in. So we need everybody to contribute, to come up with new ideas of leading, new ideas of managing this situation, and new ideas of working together. So I want to leave you with 3 ideas of how you can perhaps increase participation in your team. The first one is give your team permission to actually participate. Most leaders make the assumption that because they have thought it, that they want their teams to participate, that becomes a natural process. However, you really need to speak to your team and encourage them to collaborate. It's not something they may be that used to, so it will take some time to build that level of trust and feel comfortable in that safe space to share ideas. However, give them permission and remove the assumption that you have told them to. The second one to consider is really look at the personality types of your team. Don't just assume that because a person is not participating, that the topic that is being discussed is not of value to them or not of interest to them. They might actually be agreeing to it and hence have nothing to say. But you do have to consider personalities. If you are working with introverted people in your team, you do need to give them more time, because by nature they do take time to think through a topic. They will mull over it, think of multiple ways of solving it, and only once they have figured that out will they actively participate. In contrast, an extrovert likes to talk to things through. So they will very actively participate in a meeting because that will help them figure things out. Hence, you need to work and think about both of your team members. And if you have a lot of introverts on your team, then tip 3 fits in perfectly, which is give your team 3 to 5 days in advance notice of what the topic is that you want them to think about. Tell them this is what we need to discuss and that we need your input. So that means the introverts have more than adequate times to really mull over multiple ideas and solutions, have done all their pros and cons thinking, and that way you can encourage everybody to equally participate in a meeting. Hold people accountable to participate. Open up that communication. Of course, as a leader, you are the role model and you will drive a lot of the conversation. But in time, the more you practice this with the team, the more they will voluntarily want to participate and share items with you, and not only just sit back and listen. So think about those 3 tips. Start introducing them one by one, but start off with first sharing with your team that you really want collaboration from them, that you value them, and that you respect their ideas and creativity. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next one. I don't want you to miss anything, so I want to invite you to join me on social media, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on SoundCloud, and like me on Facebook.